Good evening, everybody, or good afternoon, or good morning, depending on when you're watching this. This video is a little addition to my recent magazine browse video. I didn't want to do a basic magazine browse with the exact same magazine, but I wanted to put something out there for those of you who do not enjoy the tapping and the tracing and the brushes, or combination, or one or the other. So this is just going to be a little Ulta Flyer browse video, and it will be in a different atmosphere than I did the last one. And obviously you're familiar with this atmosphere at this point. This is my living room. So we're just going to go through a little Ulta Flyer that I have. I actually have quite a few. So I thought I would go through a fairly recent Ulta Flyer. So we'll browse through this magazine together. It will be a little bit of a, as you know, different setup in my living room as opposed to having it laying on the table, etc. But we'll do the best we can, okay? So we'll go through this, which is always fun. This is Tarte on the cover, which is one of my favorite brands, actually. Looks like it's a new foundation. So we'll kind of browse through that, and depending on time, I also brought out a catalog of some clothes that I've been buying recently. In my last video, in one of my videos, what was it? Gosh, I don't remember. I think I did the relaxation with the earrings. I had on a really really pretty top that I liked. It had the beading here, and I did mention the brand, which is this catalog right here, which is called Venus. So if we have time after going through Ulta, we might be able to browse through the catalog a little bit too, because I've been doing a lot of shopping through this particular brand of clothing, which I find very good quality most of the time, and the prices are very reasonable. So this happens to be obviously a summer issue because you've got the bathing suits on the front. So, and actually this sweater that I have on that has this little zipper, and it's got zippers on the sleeves as well. Right there. And that's from the Venus catalog. So this is actually a nice little zipper sweater, and it's very flattering. Has a little, and I'm not sponsored by Venus, this is just my own opinion and going through this video, but it's got this cute little zipper, and when you go down, with a sweater, it actually curves in at your waist and then just comes out just a little bit. So it's very form-fitting like that, but not tight. It just accentuates very nicely. So it comes in at the waist, and then it flows out just a little bit down by your hips, and it's just the right length. So, and then it has this cute little zipper detailing like I talked about, which is this right here, and this zipper goes all the way down to the bottom, so it's a complete zip-up sweater. It's not just a half zip or a quarter zip, and then it's got the zippers on the sleeves as well. So if we have time, and the last shirt with the beading actually came from here too. Just reiterating what I just said. So it comes from Venus. So if we have time, we'll kind of browse through this one as well. But you know how magazine videos go. Sometimes they, even with the flyers, they tend to be a little bit lengthy. So I'll put that over here. I wanted to show you my earrings too. So these are from Paparazzi, and they have the blue little crystal bead in the middle, and all the detailing here. So I wore those with this blue sweater. They're silver, not real silver, but so yeah, I wore those because it has the blue stone in the center here to kind of match the sweater. So I have on those. I think they go nicely with the sweater. So just a little tidbit. People a lot of times will ask, and I got a compliment on the bracelet from my last video. This is my little treat to myself, my Tiffany bracelet, which I treated myself to about 12 years ago, something like that. So it's one of my staples. I love it. And again, it was a treat to me, which I don't do that often when it comes to an item like that. So I do have water, tea, because it is after work, it's later at night, and my voice tends to get a little bit gravelly. So I try to keep myself from coughing, and it's very cold outside here today. So here is our Ulta catalog with a Tarte foundation on the front. It shows all the colors. And it's obviously, it looks like it's a pump, which is nice because what's nice about a pump is it's cleaner, I think, so you're not getting your fingers into it. So you have all this on the cover. Says new. It says new and exclusive Tarte Face Tape Foundation. I don't know what they mean by the tape part of it, which you can see right here, in 50 shades. And that's a lot of shades, so everybody should be able to find something that matches their skin. And like I said, my opinion about Tarte is very positive. I really like their products. So that's what that foundation bottle looks like. 50 Shades, it's vegan, it's full coverage, if you like full coverage, long wear, and it's actually a natural matte finish. Now, I don't, for myself, prefer a matte finish because I shy away from that at my age, so but I'm sure it's a wonderful makeup for those of you who like the matte finish. So, and again, it's a new foundation. So I'm just going to open up the magazine. And see what we have in here. So we have our little advertisement for your Ulta Rewards card or your Ulta credit card, of course. But skipping over that, we have Philosophy, and this is the Purity Face Wash, which used to be one of my favorite face washes. It has a beautiful smell. I don't know if smell is the scent, and I found it just really good for the skin. I'm not quite sure. I think I got out of it because I started to look around at all natural products and things like that, but I would still use this. It's a really, really nice product. And I do like Philosophy still. They have a lot of good products. So yeah. So it says apply today and get a free gift, which I guess would be your Purity by Philosophy. On the other side here we have, let's see, spring makeup. Create fresh, on-trend makeup looks inspired by beauty and, let's see, style gurus. Beauty Inspo. Bold color, add dramatic touch with pops of color. I was reading right here. And up here. So what do we have here? We have a Lorac eyeshadow palette right there. And we have a NYX Professional Makeup Mascara right here. And Too Faced. That's a lip glaze right here. And Milani right there. And Juvia's Place. Benefit Cosmetics. I think I'm losing a little bit of track of where we are here. We have an Urban Decay lip pencil, which I bypassed. So yeah. Again, that's for spring makeup ideas. So in this part of the magazine, they're calling it Beauty Inspo, meaning beauty inspiration, I'm guessing. And this is Indecent Glow, makeup that gives off a luminous light. So we'll go over a little bit of those. I'm going to take a look at it here first. See what we have. I did see the NARS, which is another one of my favorite brands. I wear their tinted moisturizer on a pretty much daily basis, except for on the weekends, sometimes on the weekends, but to work, the NARS tinted moisturizer is my staple. So we have Stella, NARS. I'm just reading, okay. Let's see what I want to show you. So this is the NARS Glow Blush, is what it is, and you can see that it's open right there. You have the closed compact right here, the open compact right there. It looks like it's kind of a mixture of colors, which I actually like. When I have a baked blush that's a swirl of marble color, and I kind of like that because it's more natural as opposed to having just one color. And when I do have one color, it's a stick blush by Josie Maran. And again, when you get to certain ages in life, you kind of adjust your makeup, but there are things that work for everybody. And those blushes like this, where they have the mixture of colors, are one of them. And the Josie Maran products, of course, work for everybody because they're wonderful. And they're all argan oil based. So yeah, we have the NARS. We have the Buxom. Excuse me, because it's nighttime. And I am in my living room in a very kind of dimmer light. So this is the Divine Goddess Luminizing Highlighter by Buxom. So that would be this right here. That is the Illuminizing Highlighter. It comes in a few shades in this one compact. We have a Smashbox. Let's see. Gloss. Okay, so yeah, Smashbox lip gloss and Too Faced Diamond Light Multi-Use, and it's a highlighter. So you have the Smashbox lip and the Too Faced highlighter right here. Okay. On the other side, more Beauty Inspo. And this is Metallic Shimmer, a glamorous look kissed with sparkle. And I can show you that right there. So it says that right there. And let's see what they have. They have Styla. Am I saying that right, Styla? I've never used that, so I don't know that for sure. So that's a little white, let's see, Lies Liquid eyeshadow. So it's a liquid eyeshadow. We have, and that's liquid eyeshadow right here. It's come in several different colors. We have the Too Faced Rich Diamond Eyeshadow Palette, which is right here in the middle. It's pretty. Packaging is always attractive, of course, but it's right there. So that's a Too Faced eyeshadow palette, as you can see. Comes in this pretty little case. And Tarte. What do we have? The Tarte lip gloss, okay, and Urban Decay. Let's see, what is that? Lips, okay. So for lips, we have Tarte and Urban Decay, which is right here. Okay. So those all look interesting. I found some. They were just about to fall out. Fragrances. I'll put those aside for now, and if we have time to check those out, we will. So let me just turn the page here. Looking at false eyelashes. So, if you like false eyelashes, I actually have a couple people at work who have done the eyelash. I have something in my eye, speaking of eyes, have done the eyelash extensions. A couple people have really loved them, and I did have a very good friend who loved them, but after about several months of doing them, she developed an allergic reaction to probably the glue that holds the single lashes on. So she was really disappointed because she really liked them. But anyways, so we have, let's see, Velour. And what else do we have? Lash Day, 30% off. I am not a fake eyelash person, so I'm going to let you take a look at those. So we have, doesn't really say much about them, so there's really not much I can tell you. Just kind of advertising the different ones. Some that look very, very big, and others that look a little more natural. A little more natural. And we have really, really bold and dramatic right here. So we've got that one, which is very bold and dramatic. This one, which is also pretty dramatic, I think. And that one, also dramatic, but a little more natural than the other ones. And then we have, I think, what is a little bit more natural here to add length to your eyes. It says easily apply falsies. So, this is Beauty with Skincare Benefits. It actually looks like, excuse me, it actually looks like, hair care, but I guess it's skincare. The guilt. Moisturizer, Urban Decay. Okay, so we have some hair care products and some skincare products here from Urban Decay. And I'm sitting a little bit to the side here because my foot fell asleep, so I had to turn my foot around. So, Urban Decay, Bare Minerals, Cover FX, and Pure and Smith & Cult. So, all these right there. Whoops. Okay. So Benefit Boss Brows, Instant Artistry All-in-One Kits. All right, so we have the Benefit Boss Brows right here. It's got all the steps. Glare off of there. Again, that's by Benefit, as you can see. And we have the MAC Instant Artistry. All-in-one kits curated by MAC artists. So there are different kinds of kits. You have a radiance kit right here, and a lip kit right here, and an eye kit right there. So it kind of takes the guesswork out of things for you. 1, 2, 3. Transform your skin with confidence. I'm not going to go over everything, but, and this is all by It Cosmetics, which I have given my opinion of before. Hasn't been one of my favorites, but I've only tried the powder and a CC cream. I'm not saying that I didn't completely like it, it just wasn't for me. And when you have a product like cosmetics, hair care, anything, you just have to find what works for you. And not everything is going to work for everybody. So It Cosmetics is a great brand. I've just found that what I've used so far hasn't worked well for me, so that's that. But here they have their skincare, which I have not tried at all. Someday I'll do a video of skincare because it's so difficult to find. You have to do a lot of research to find what works well for you, depending on what your goals are and what's important to you, whether you want all natural or a little bit of both, the science side and the natural side, which a lot of times the combination will work best with a lot of people. So I have found that through trial and error, I've found some really good products for myself. And maybe someday I'll share those with you if you're interested. But some of the containers are actually really sound worthy as far as an ASMR standpoint goes. So transform your skin with confidence. It Cosmetics. I've got all their products right here. Or this particular line of their products, I'm not quite sure. And actually here is the powder that I have tried that I gave it the old college try twice, and again, it was a good product, but just not for me. I think I found that using powder on my skin at this point in time in my life is not really a great thing. So there is the powder. They do have beautiful brushes though. These powders came with some of the most beautiful brushes I've ever seen. And for the price, it was great. And then again, you have your skincare products right here. There, and there. And I'm looking at them with you as I look in the camera. So, turn the page. We come back to some NARS products, which again I haven't tried a lot of NARS products, but the products that I have tried, I have kept. And again, that includes one of my main staples, my everyday tinted moisturizer that I wear to work. So here we have Fully Color, Fully Exposed, the Exposed collection by NARS. So it looks like it's lips and cheeks, or maybe it's just lips. No, it's cheeks. Cheeks and lips. Cheeks and lips. Right there. So you have that palette. Right there. And you have your lips. Pencils and glosses. Right? And down below that it says we have a Pretty Mess collection by Too Faced. Pretty Mess, Too Faced. On the other side of this page we have some Clinique products and some Lancome products. Right here and right here. Clinique, always a favorite of mine since I used to work for them. And although I don't use a lot of their products these days, I find that it's a wonderful brand still. And this is Create Your Custom Blend Hydrator. 15 combinations by Clinique. And we have Lancome. Another one of my favorite products on this page, the Mario Badescu facial sprays. This is the Witch Hazel and Rose Water toner, which I actually have. And I have the green tea and cucumber, and I have the lavender facial spray. And that's the Mario Badescu right here brand. So I have 3 facial sprays by him. You have your Purity in a little tube here, which we talked about earlier, by Philosophy. And you have your little facial cleanser here, which I used to have one of these. I paid a lot of money for one of these, and maybe I didn't get it or give it the right amount of time, but yeah, maybe I didn't give it the right amount of time to really find its benefit, but I actually didn't see the value in the price. And I'm not saying that that's this brand, but I did buy a good brand of one of these facial cleansers. And again, I honestly didn't find it worth the money, so. One of my phrases is though that everybody's different, so who knows. We have some scents on the next page. We have some Marc Jacobs at the top, right here. The pretty little tops. There's some of my favorite bottles right here by Marc Jacobs. These tops, like little flowers. Aren't they pretty? And we have some Coach and some Gucci fragrances. Coach Coach and Gucci. It's a cute little bottle right there too. Looks very natural looking right here. And then the Coach bottles are very cute too with their little, what do you want to call those? Charms, dangles, I don't know, off the side. Makes them rather appealing, don't you think? The Coach has pear, rose, cedarwood, fresh and timeless. That sounds really nice. I love that. Pear, rose, and cedarwood. So yeah, the pear, rose, and cedarwood, which sounds really beautiful to me. The pineapple, rose tea, musk, and it's carefree and effortless. That's that one right there. And the other one is raspberry, rose, musk, sophisticated, and feminine. For the Gucci fragrances, we have green, and again I'm facing a different direction because the way I'm sitting is making my foot fall asleep, so I keep changing over to get the blood flowing. I get the blood flowing again, yes. Green galbanum, castle, oh my goodness, castle buds, green and fresh. That's bloom, aqua. Then we have a jasmine and a ginger, jasmine, and patchouli. And that is for Gucci. Very natural is what it sounds like it's attempting to be. And by the way they packaged it, it looks like it's packaged to reflect a very natural scent. Anything with patchouli is natural, or is made to be natural. And back up to the top we have the Marc Jacobs Daisy Love, cloudberries, daisy petals, driftwood, vivacious and bold. Be this one here. And we have blackberry, jasmine, white woods, and whimsical and free-spirited. And we have grapefruit, wild rose, cedarwood, and that's sparkling and vibrant. And wild berries, violets, and sandalwood, and that's elegant and charming. Very interesting way to describe these. I like that. So, yeah, that one, that one, that one, and that one. The ones we just went over. I really like the way they describe that. There's all your fragrances right here. Marc Jacobs, Coach, and Gucci. And we already went over the skincare. See, I told you these videos tend to get a little bit longer than you think. I'm gonna skip over some pages actually. These are just pages with like a bunch of products on them. A lot of things we've already gone over, like the Mario. So I'm going to do a little page flipping here. So we just kind of sit together and do this. So I'm looking at some Proactive skincare, Dermalogica skincare, again Mario Badescu, which we've talked about. Let's see, we have some nail polish by OPI. So I'm just going to do a little page flipping here and see if there's anything that we want to look for or look at. We have the Ulta Beauty collection, some Shea Moisture. Again, we don't want to look at absolutely everything. We have some beauty tools like hair dryers and irons, which is not much to say about those. Some hair products like Redken, Bedhead, Paul Mitchell. I'll just show them to you. Just show them to you. Getting towards the end, I think. Golden Shine, enriched with gold for silky and lustrous hair. Kenra Professionals. That's this one. I wonder what it means when they say it's enriched with gold. Like, does it have real gold in it? It might make your hair look really nice though. So again, that's Golden Shine, enriched with gold for silky and lustrous hair by Kendra Professional. I'll show it to you one more time. Vivid Hair hydrates your tresses and helps maintain your hue. And that's by Matrix. Right there. And as we get to the last page, we have completed we're back to our dark products on the front. So we have gotten into about an hour of this Ulta Flyer video, and I am debating whether to maybe do a different video with catalogs, and so as not to make this overly long, because we really don't have time to go through catalogs. But what we can do is check out these fragrances to end the video. So we will just look at these couple fragrances that were in the flyer to end the video. So we have Mont Blanc, Legend, so we'll just open it up and see how it smells. Like, you look at the advertisement again, that's the front, and that's the back. Obviously a men's fragrance. And as usual, I'll take my finger and just kind of run it along the fragrance area here. That's like really when I test out men's fragrances, the only problem is that it's not attached to a real man, because when it smells good, that's just what you think of, and that just smells heavenly. That's really nice. So, as I said about Johnny Depp's promoting the last fragrance I went over, smelling very, very fine. This is very, very fine as well. So if you are male looking for a really, really nice fragrance, this Mont Blanc Legend thumbs up. Yeah. I just want to keep smelling it, and that's just on myself. Yeah, that's really a nice men's fragrance, so I would wholeheartedly recommend that. Again, if you're male and you want a good fragrance, that's one. So what do we have here? We have Mon Paris by Yves Saint Laurent. Is this a men's fragrance or a women's fragrance? I'm not quite sure. I think it must be a woman's fragrance. It's Eau de Parfum. I'll show you the other side. Bottle with a little bow on it. I can still smell the other one. So there's one side of the card, and there's the other. I'm going to open it up and test it out. I really like doing this. And I'm not even a big fragrance person for women. Men, I do like a good fragrance. Oh, sorry if that was too loud. So I got that open. I'm going to use my other hand, but I can already smell it. So I have the men's fragrance on this hand, and we'll try this one out. Again, this is Mon Paris, Yves Saint Laurent. It's actually not bad. It's kind of florally. Is that a word? It's a little bit of a floral scent. But it's not too strong. If I was wearing it myself, I'd be very, very careful with it because I'm not a big fragrance person. But I would wear this very sparingly. But again, it's not too strong. It's very nice. It wouldn't be my favorite fragrance, but it's a very nice scent. Yeah, I like it. And that's the Eau de Parfum, Mon Paris, Yves Saint Laurent. So if you're looking for something to try out, it smells really nice. Again, for myself, who's not a big perfume person, but this is a fragrance that I would use just very, very lightly. And everybody's different. They may use it a little bit more or a lot more, depending on your preference. So yeah, very nice. Very nice way to end the video. 2 really good fragrances. One for a man, one for a woman. I still love that. Yeah. So, if you are interested in a catalog video at all, we can do that. This video got really long. It's over an hour. So I would go over some things and some catalogs that I use. And Venus is one of them. Again, this is a summer version. So we could do something like that. And we could actually incorporate some different catalogs as well. But for now, because this Ulta Flyer took a long time, actually it was me that took a long time, we will end the video here. I hope you enjoyed just this basic kind of browse. I know it's not a magazine, but just the flyer browse. I hope you enjoyed. And also going over the fragrances at the end with no tapping and no real tracing, just kind of going and browsing through the magazine or the flyer together. All right? So you all have a good evening, a good sleep, a good day, wherever it is that you are in the world. And I will talk to you soon. I'll put this over here and say goodbye. And I will talk to you very, very soon. I thank you for being here, and I thank you for watching. And